Putin say he will run for re-elections in 2024. Putin says he will run the re-elections in 2024. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced on Friday that he would run for re-elections in 2024, allowing the Kremlin leaders to extend his decades-long grip on power into the 2030s. The 71 years old has led Russia since the turn to the century, winning four presidential ballots and briefly serving as prime ministers in this system where opposition has become virtually non-existent. The announcements came at a set peace Kremlin events from any personnel, including army personnel, including some who fought in the opposite in Ukraine that Putin ordered in February last years. I would not hide it. I have had different thoughts at different times. I have had I have had different thoughts at different times, but this is the time when a decision has to be made. Putin said there at the ceremony. I will run the office of presidents of the Russia's federations. He was speaking a Lieutenant Colonel Artyom Zhogga, Colonel Art, Artyom Zhogga, a Russian military officer who had moments before urged him to run. Thanks to your actions, your decisions, we have gained freedom, Zhogga said, adding, we needed you, Russia's needed you. Putin will not face any major challenges in his bid for a fifth term and will likely seek a big mandate, mandate as possible in order to conceal domestic di- discord, conceal domestic discord, conceal conceal domestic discord, conceal গোপন করা, conceal domestic conceal domestic discord over the Ukraine conflict, analysts say. Following a controversial following a controversial constitutional reform in 2020, he could stay in power until at least 2036. Rights groups say that previous elections has been marred by irregularities, and that independent observers will likely be barred from monitoring the vote. Putin also tightened media rules on covering the 2024 election in November, banning some independent media outlets from shaming polling stations. The elections will be held over a 3-day period from 15th to 17th March, and a move that Kremlin criticizes have urged makes guaranteeing transparency more difficult. Five major parties have been allowed to submit a candidate for the 2024 vote without challenging signatures, all of which support the Kremlin and the offensive in Ukraine. Parody, Putin's most highly profile rival, Alexei Navalny, is currently serving at 19 years prison sentence on charges his supporters say are false. Highly profile rival, Alexei Navalny. In statements through his team Thursday, he announced Russians his vote for any other candidates aside from Putin and called the elections parody of electoral procedure. Since launching its assault, assault, assault on Ukraine, assault, 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 assault. Thousands of people have been detained and imprisoned for protest, and many thousands more have fled the country in fear of being called up to fight. The Ukraine offensive has made the Kremlin cheap and a pariah among Western leaders, and his country has been hit by unprecedented sanctions designed to curb its funding for the conflict. But while sanctions initially promoted as an exodus and Western campaigns and turbulence in Rusty, the economy has proven resilience, and Putin's domestic approvals ratings have remained high. Moscow has reoriented much of its energy export to Asian clients, including China, allowing it to continue pouring money into the offensive. Now, in its 22nd second month, analysts say Putin has censored revive for fortunes as Western support for Ukraine's praise and Kra's counter offensive fails to very heavily entrench Russia's line.